I'm 78 years old, and what I'm about to share is a true and painful part of my life. Thank you for the kindness and response you gave my video 4 days ago. I'd appreciate your honest feedback, and I ask you to watch until the end because this is a very serious story of my own life. I'm 81 years old, and my wife has been gone for 3 years now. I still hear her voice some mornings. Before I remember, she isn't here anymore. I'm not telling this because I want sympathy. I'm telling it because there isn't much time left, and carrying it quietly hasn't made it lighter. Most days now are slow. The house stays quiet unless the refrigerator hums or a neighbor's car passes by. I wake up early out of habit, even though there's nowhere I need to be. I sit at the kitchen table where she used to drink her coffee. Same chair, same chipped mug, though I don't know why I keep using it. When you reach this age, you start to feel time differently. Not like something ahead of you, more like something you're standing inside, watching it thin out. I've had plenty of time to look back. Too much, maybe. And the thing that keeps coming back to me isn't the big moments. It's the ordinary ones I treated like they didn't matter. I met my wife when I was 24. She was 22. We were both working at the same manufacturing office. Nothing special, just steady work. She laughed easily back then. Not loud, just warm. I was ambitious. That's what people called it. I wanted stability, a good reputation, to be someone others could rely on. None of that felt wrong at the time. It felt responsible. We married 2 years later. Small wedding. Her parents cried. Mine shook my hand and told me to take care of her. I believed I would. The early years were busy, but good. We worked, saved, bought a modest house. We talked about the future the way young couples do, assuming it would simply unfold. I took a promotion when I was 30. Longer hours, more pressure, more pride if I'm honest. She adjusted without complaint, packed lunches, waited up for me even when I came home late. I told myself it was temporary, that once things settled I'd slow down. They never did. We had 2 children. I was present enough to say I was a good father, but not enough to truly be one. I missed school events more than I attended, missed dinners, missed the quiet parts of family life that don't announce themselves. When my wife would mention it, she didn't accuse, she just asked, "Will you be home tonight? Can you take tomorrow off? Do you think this can wait?" I usually said no, not harshly, just confidently, like there was no other option. I thought providing was the same as loving. I didn't see the difference then. Years passed like that. Not dramatically, just steadily. We stopped sitting together in the evenings. I'd bring work home. She'd go to bed earlier. We still cared about each other. I never doubted that. But caring quietly can still leave space between 2 people. I remember one night in my early 40s. She was standing at the sink, washing dishes. I was reading something work-related at the table. She turned around and said, "Do you remember when we used to talk at night?" I laughed it off, said something like, "We still do." She nodded, didn't argue, just turned back to the sink. That should have stayed with me. It didn't. I kept thinking there would be a later. Later when the kids were older. Later when work eased up. Later when life allowed it. Later it became a habit. When the children moved out, the house felt larger and quieter. I told myself this was the phase where we'd reconnect. But by then, we were used to living side by side instead of together. She joined a book club, volunteered twice a week, built a life that didn't depend on my availability. I was proud of her. I didn't notice that I was no longer central to her days. She never stopped being kind. That's what hurts the most now. No shouting, no ultimatums, just patience stretched thin over decades. When I retired at 65, I thought everything would finally slow down. I imagined long mornings, shared routines, time we'd earned. Instead, I felt lost, and she already had a rhythm without me. I didn't know how to step into it. 2 years later, she got sick. Nothing dramatic at first, just tiredness, a cough that lingered. The diagnosis came quietly in a small office, late-stage cancer. I remember gripping the arm of the chair while she asked calm questions. I couldn't think of a single one. Treatment was hard on her. I drove her to appointments, sat beside her. For the first time in years, we were together without distraction. I thought maybe this was my chance to show up properly, to make up for things. But time doesn't work that way. She grew weaker, quieter. One evening, near the end, I was sitting by her bed at home. The room smelled faintly of medication and clean sheets. She looked at me for a long moment, not angry, not sad, just honest. She said, "I waited a long time for you." That was it. No speech, no bitterness. I waited a long time for you. I didn't know what to say. I still don't. She passed away 2 days later. Those words followed me into the quiet that came after, into the empty house, into the years that remained. I wasted 41 years thinking presence could be postponed, thinking love was something you prove later. There are things you can fix with effort, and things you can't fix at all. I can't go back and sit at that table without my papers. I can't walk through the door earlier just to see her smile. I can't hear her tell me about her day as if it mattered. What's gone is gone, not dramatically, just completely. People tell me I did my best, that I was a good provider, that I shouldn't be too hard on myself. Maybe they're right, but that doesn't change what's missing. If you're listening to this and you still have time, I don't want to tell you what to do. I only want you to understand something I didn't. Time doesn't announce when it's slipping away. It doesn't warn you before it hardens into memory. The things that feel urgent now will lose their sharpness. The people beside you won't. You don't need grand gestures. You need attention. You need to be there when it's ordinary. I have a few years left if I'm lucky. I spend them quietly now. Sometimes I talk to her out loud, not because I think she hears me, just because it feels right. If this meant something to you, sit with it for a moment. That's all. I'll be here, finishing my coffee, remembering a woman who waited longer than she should have had to.